The RagingGill versus e-bike. Subscribe to the channel.
Okay guys, I've been working on my Fardriver wiring kit. The harness kit. This is probably the throttle that I'm going to use. As you can see, I put the connection on that. This is the motor. This is for the. This is the hall sensor and the motor wires. I got that all wired up for the harness. This is the motor harness. The hall wire for the motor right there. As you can see, that's all good to go. Got that wired up. So that's good to go, guys. So got that and the throttle all set. I took the time, I went and labeled everything that I'm using. As you can see, I put labels on there. That's the on and off switch. That's the throttle. I'm not using this, so I didn't label that. Didn't label these. This is going to be used with the display somehow. I just saw that was used for the display, so I labeled it. So I won't be trying to look for it later, trying to figure out what I need to find. I don't know what that is, this one's for, but I'll look it up. So I labeled a 3-speed. I got a 3-speed switch, but I think that this 3-speed could be labeled into my display somehow. So, but I have a 3-speed switch that I can use, so I might just go ahead and use it. And this is the low brake. This is what you use for the motor shut off, regenerative brakes, I believe, or something like that. So I'll probably be using that too. So I got that labeled. I have these connections, so it's no big deal for me to rewire them. See, I got this set right here. So all I gotta do is rewire them. Anyone's. Yeah, see, it's got 4. It's got 6, 3, 2. I don't think I got a single jump though. I don't think it's a single one in here. So anyone that's single, I might wire it up with something else that's single, and that way just put them both on that. And it's got all the pins and stuff, male and female pins. So I've been working on the harness, so I'm still not finished. I also, on the battery, I put the ring terminals on the battery also, so I got that all set up too. Now all I gotta do is this display, which I'm a little confused about the display, so that's why I haven't finished it. How to wire that display up. So this out the way. Okay, got that. My bigger thing of heat shrink. So I got these ring terminals, different sizes and stuff. Not sure if these the right ones to get, but this is what I got because they pretty thin. Guess they get the job done. I do gotta wire up some power wires. Like I think for the ignition wire, you need additional like negative wires and positive wires and all that. So I gotta use some more of these to do that. Then once I do that, I'll be like, I'll hook up the battery to test and to set up the Fardriver and then, you know, do the auto learn and stuff like that. And I got a new, how you say, JCon? It's not new, but it's, I got it off Facebook Marketplace. Paid like $300 for it. There's nothing wrong with it. It was running. It just needed a couple little things like the throttle was sticking, the brakes need to be upgraded, stuff like that. Which, if you know my channel, I'm capable of fixing all that. But I'm going to put this, I'm going to upgrade the speed controller and put this speed controller on that. This is a 30 amp controller. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, the bike has a 5-to-1 wire, like this waterproof connections. I believe that's what it takes and uses. But I think the power plug might be different. But we'll find out. We can switch it if it is. That's no big deal. But yeah, that's my update so far. So where I'm at. So, and with this display, so alright, I bought this master book off of Amazon. And all the way in the back of the book, as you can see, this display in the back of the book. And I have this three-way switch. So this is a diagram that shows you how to hook it up to a Fardriver. So, but I think mine is a little bit different wiring. I see the green wire. That right there, it shows you got to hook it up to the hall wires, like going to the motor. So yeah, so I got to do that. Splice this into that, to the hall wires, the green wire, into the green wire on the hall motor side. Okay, and the yellow wire is for lights. I guess this yellow wire, I'm not 100% sure. And this the power wires right here. So that's the black and red right there. So you gotta run. All right, so we're gonna have to run. We're gonna have to cut this, and we're gonna have to run the power wire, or we're gonna have to extend this with another plug in here, and the power wire gonna run to the power connection on the Fardriver. and no, we run it into the switch. I don't know, see, this is difficult. So the red wire has to run to the switch, and why that has a yellow wire going there? The yellow wire off the, is that orange? I believe that's the orange wire. Well, see, the problem is this has the switch already on it, so I don't have to run that part right there. I just have to run the power to the power into, and the red runs. Okay, so I need to run that to the orange ignition switch and to power. So the orange ignition switch needs to run to this power on the power side. And to the actual power, to the power goes in. Okay, so I need to run a power wire and the orange wire to this side of the red, and then the black to the ground. So I need to make another harness plug with the orange and red going on the red side, and extension to the ground going to the negative on the Fardriver. Okay, and these wires here, this is for lights, and the white is for what is that white wire for? Yellow for lights, and the white wire is for, I don't know, we gotta figure that out. They got a video too, so I'll go watch the video, but I think I got most of that figured out. But that's the only thing I got left. I gotta figure out how to hook this up. So I'll make all the harness thing, connect it, then we'll test it, and we'll see if it's hooked up correct. But I got a little diagram to go from. Only difference is this wire is different from what I seen on the video. But this looks like the exact same setup. The only difference is this has the key switch also with it. I think this one, they did the video, it didn't have a key switch also. So, all right, there we go. That's where we at. We gotta figure it out. Once we figure that out, we can go ahead and do the auto learn and all that stuff. All right, I'm back, guys. I think I finished with all my wiring. I think I got it all right. Okay, we're gonna go over this. Okay, this is my throttle. This is the main harness right here. You see, you got the Bluetooth dongle. Got the Bluetooth dongle. I labeled all this. The on and off switch. The throttle. This the high brake. I don't think I'm gonna need that one. This the low brake. That's gonna be the one you hook to your shut-off braking if you got a regular e-bike, and you know how you have the shut-offs for your motor. I believe you hook that to that, the low brake. The high brake, you use it if you got like a motorcycle, scooter or something like that. But I think for e-bikes you use the low brake, and that's also how you get your regenerative braking, I believe. Okay, and then you got your three-way switch. So I was going to hook up a three-way switch, but once I looked in the book says the three-way switch will be done on the display. I guess you push this button to go through the three. You know how you would go through the levels on your pedal assist? So I think you do the three-way, three levels of speed. The low, medium, high on the actual display. That's what it says in the book that I got. Okay, so I wired that up for that. And also for the display, you have to run a wire to the motor hall, the motor signal, which is the green wire. You have to run a wire to the display, which I got right here, which that will plug into here. That would be that. Okay. Three-way switch. That would be this. You don't have to plug up the black from the book. I'm just going off based off what I saw in the book. All right. And for the on and off switch, you plug that up to the power. Which I have this right here to go to the positive and negative on the battery. And the extra negative wire for if I had to ground something else, which I believe something else need to be grounded. I guess lights or anything like that. I would have had to ground that, so I left that extra grounding wire on there because I believe I saw one in the book. This will go to the brakes, like I said. The throttle. We got the throttle all wired up. It's gonna be the throttle. Sometimes these pins be a little crooked. Tough to put in there. You don't want to bend them up, so you got. Well, anyway, that's the throttle. As you can see, the wires match up. Red, green, and black. This is the hull. This is for the motor hull wires, which is right here. Also, this plugs onto the Fardriver, and this will be where the motor plugs into that. And then this plugs into the Fardriver also. This bolts on, this plugs in. And on and off switch. So the on and off switch would be this yellow white wire I got right here. Would be my on and off switch, which go to the display. And these right here go to the battery. No, I'm sorry, this goes to the Fardriver where the battery would go. And I also put some of these on the battery connection too, but I just don't have that on there. That's on the bike that I'm gonna be putting this on. So I think I got it all figured out. And that's the throttle. And I just gotta wire up the put a connection on for the brake shut off, which I don't really have to use that if I don't want to, but I'm going to. If it's available, I'm going to use it. Yep, and this display should be, yeah, that should be it. Should be everything. So I think I finally got it all wired up, guys. That book helped a lot. Yeah, see, a lot of these words I won't be using. I ain't sure if I want to cut them or nothing, because I'm like, what if I decide I want to sell this to somebody else and they want to use some of this stuff? Like, some of this stuff is like for security alarms and all that stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. So, all right, that's it, guys. Next, I guess when we come back again, I'll be testing it, setting up the auto learn. Okay, guys. Back to page 4. So this is Comic Draw. I brought my sketch into Comic Draw after I uploaded it to my computer and uploaded the files to my cloud. And then I brought it over to Comic Draw, which I'm gonna add the dialogue. I already did the panels. Alright. I already did the panels, which you can do the panels, the dialogue in Comic Draw, and then once you finish there, you can port it over to Procreate as a Photoshop file, which means you still can manipulate the file and add it and stuff like that. You know, add stuff to it and stuff like that. Like, you still can ink it and all that type of stuff once you over as a Photoshop file. So on this one, let me see. All right, I'm gonna go to page. This is page 4. So, and this is my script. Reason why I'm using a Comic Draw, because it's easier to do the script in there and do your dialogue and everything. So we're gonna add the dialogue to page 4 before we ink it. So I already did the panel 1. That would be comlink. That would be here and here, comlink dialogue. I didn't know how to do the little tail where you connect the 2 bubbles, but I'll take care of that once we put it in Procreate. All I had to do is go into the file and then just erase. You know what? I do want to change something. Let's see if I can change that. Okay. Okay, I wanna option, go back. Balloon, I wanna change. Wanna make it straight? No, you know what? I think I wanna make it curved. Then I wanna make it thin. No, let's go medium. Nope. We're gonna go curve. Yeah, we're gonna go curve. And medium, yeah. Okay, and like I said, I'll erase that little, I'll fix that in the Procreate. So, all right, let's go back to page 4. All right, panel 2, we got com link again. See, this is why I like this, using this program. See, adding the dialogue is so much easier. Just don't like that it keeps jumping to the first page, and then you want to check and make sure it's the right. Okay, we kept that. We'll go to text option. Okay, that's right. No, it's supposed to be regular. Okay, that's all we got in that panel. Next panel is panel 3. Got com link again. I'm gonna put it where it's not taken away from all the artwork. Okay, I think that's gonna have to do. I think it's a way you can like put it and it just, you know what? I think what I'll do is, and I think it's a way you can like put it behind the panels. Let me see if I can figure that out. Go to arrange. Sensitive. Okay, that'll work. I'm just going to erase that once I, like I said, bring it into Procreate. Where we at? So now we got panel 4. Okay. And we got capper. Trying to put it where it doesn't cover up as much artwork. You know what? Let's move this on this side. Move this one up there. Okay, that'll work. Let's see what we got. All right, that's page 4. That's all the dialogue on page 4. And so what we're going to end up doing is, I'm not going to do it right now, but what you do is you go here. So you can have it so that you're just looking at the comic strip, not the script, but the comic page. Or you can do where you got both. Or you can do where you just have the script. But since I finished and I completed the whole script, I don't need to do the whole script anymore because I got the whole script done. But they always leave room if you want to modify some of the dialogue or anything. You can always go back and do that. But for now, we're good. So when I want to port it to Procreate, I'm sorry. See right here where it says share current page. You just hit that. Let's see. Is there anything I want to change on there? No, I can change. See, it says opening another app. You hit that where you want to open another app. It asks you what format you want to choose, a PS Photoshop format. That way you can still modify it once you open it. How to send. And you want to go Procreate. Send it to Procreate. See? Now you can just cancel this out. Go back. And then open up Procreate. Import into Procreate. Open it. There you go. It's in Procreate. So I can finish inking and stuff like that. Because I prefer to ink in this program. And as you can see you still got layers. You can, what's the name? You see I'm on the letter layer. And what I do, hit the eraser. And just come in here. That make that bigger. But just erase that. There we go. Dialogue in there. Now all I gotta do. So this is gonna be, you wanna go down here to this layer and then you wanna add a layer over it, which would be the inking layer. Rename ink. Return. You know what? And then you want to do a panel layer too, because you know what? Even though you did the panels, yeah, you can want to do a panel layer over top of that one, because then once you do that and you ink it, this is like basically like a pencil layer. That's why it's good that the what's the name separated. You know what I forgot to do? I should have made the bubble thicker than that. I mean, I still could do it. I could go back and I could delete this, go back and fix that, and then send it again. Because I haven't committed to doing any changes yet. So I might do that. Or you know what? I might just go ahead and trace it by hand and make it thicker. It's no big deal. Which I can do on the inking layer. I mean, I can do it on the lettering layer. So then you want to add another layer, panel layer. And so on and so on, you know, then you do your color layers and all that stuff like that. But yeah, so that's how we're gonna do that, guys. Let's see. Yep, there you go. That's how we're gonna do that. And then you add all your layers and stuff, inking and stuff. But that's where we're gonna leave that off. I just wanted to show y'all how I'm gonna go about doing my pages. And right now, I'm working on basically sketching my pages and doing a dialogue and putting it into Procreate. And I'm gonna do that first. Okay, let's see. All right, that needs to go over here. Do I want to fix that? No, yeah, I can do that by hand. Okay, so there you go. I already got it named and everything. There you go. See, I only started inking on this page. And the thing about it is I was upset because after I started inking, I changed the dialogue. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna import this in here again and just save it as a layer and replace the inking the text layer. Get what I'm saying? This layer right here, the lettering layer. I'm gonna replace that with the updated version. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, once I bring that over here. Yeah, so that's the only page. As you can see, I'm almost finished inking it too. I gotta just ink that first panel. But then I'm gonna work on importing pages in like that. So next time you see me, instead of me like finishing that up, I might do that off screen. But what you're gonna see me doing is penciling page 5 and the whole thing, bringing the dialogue and stuff, and then importing it in again. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave that off at. All right, until next time. Next video, you'll see the JCon, however you say it. What is the JCon called? JCon Retro Bike. You know, the one that's blue and red. I probably paint it because I don't want it looking like the flag or nothing like that. So much controversy with politics and stuff. I don't want to be riding around with a bike that look like the flag or anything. And I don't want nobody stirring up no controversy about politics or anything. But yeah, so I might end up painting it either. I don't know, I got this gray that I like, so I might paint it gray. All right, until next time, guys, and plus I'm gonna upgrade that bike. I saw they had a pro version out, and I'm like, ain't that much to do to turn this one into a pro. Put a bigger battery on there, some hydraulic brakes. Even though I think they said that motor's supposed to be 2,000 watts. I mean, capable of 2,000 watts. But anyway, that's it. I'm out for real this time, guys. Peace.